What is up, peeps? We are always looking for the best SMGs at the moment. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 SMG loadouts to use in Season 5 Warzone. In this video, you'll find a little bit of everything. You'll find the fastest TTK SMG. You'll find a good overall SMG. You'll find one with no recoil. Every single SMG that will meet your needs will be in this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my gang. If you guys want to be featured here, comment down below, Noti Gang. Let's jump right into the setups. Starting off with number 1, we're going to go with the most popular right now, the Vanguard PPSH. But hold up, this is probably a class setup that you haven't seen before. This is going to be a hybrid setup combined with good hip fire, but also good ADS. For the muzzle, we're going to run the recoil booster. For the barrel, we are going to run the Kovalevska. You do get a little bit better TTK with the Empress, but you don't get that benefit with the hip fire. So again, according to True Game Data, this is the best one. Next up for the optic is personal preference, but I like running the Nader Model 47. For the stock, we're going to go with the remove stock. Next up for perk number 1, now we're going to go with the recoil control side of things. So we're going to go with tight grip, accuracy, and recoil during sustained fire. Perk number 2, we're going to go with quick. Rear grip is a little bit interesting choice. Again, I got it from True Game Data. We're going to go with the hatch grip all the way at the bottom, giving us really good recoil control. Next up for the magazine, we're going to go with the 71 round Nambu rounds. Now, I did see some people mentioning the Gorenko round max, but I compare the TTK and it's not worth running those. It's still better to run the 8mm one. Next up for the ammunition, we do want hollow point, and then for the underbarrel, we want carver foregrip, giving us even better hip fire, but also vertical recoil control. So again, trust me with this one, you get great hip fire, but also you can ADS and completely beam people. This is my Vanguard PPSH hybrid loadout. Next up, we got one of my favorite SMGs and one of the only ones from Modern Warfare that can compete against the fast TTK of the guns, and that is going to be the Fennec. And I've got an amazing class setup for you. For the barrel, we're going to use the CLR 18-inch Jetfall, which gives you the damage range, recoil control, but also comes with an integral suppressor in here. For the laser, we are going to go with the 5mm, giving us for the hip fire. No optic on this one. For the stock, we are going to go with no stop because it gives us movement speed, but also we get even better hip fire with this one. For the perk, unfortunately, we are going to need the sleight of hand on this one because the magazine won't be enough. And then talking about the magazine, for the magazine, we're going to go with the 40-round drum mag. Now, obviously, most of the time, you're only going to be able to down one person and confirm them, but trust me, those one-on-one fights, you will be winning with this Fennec. It is unbelievable to use. So we've got a couple of fast TTK loadouts, but now the one I want to show you guys is one with good TTK, but also absolutely no recoil. It's going to be the Wellgun, and trust me, this is still a banger. So for the muzzle, we're going to go with the recoil booster. Next up for the barrel, we're going to go with the shrouded one, giving us the highly accurate and controllable, right? No recoil basically on this. Next up for the optic, I love running the monocular reflector on this one. It just feels nice and clean. For the stock, we're going to go with the remove stock, which is all the way at the bottom. For the perk number 1, we are going to go with acrobatic, giving us that movement speed. Perk number 2, we're also going to go with quick, giving us even more movement speed. Sorry, not that one. We're going to go with the tape grip. Little misinformation on my part. We're going to go with the tape grip on that one. And then for the magazine, we are going to go with the, obviously you get even better recoil control with the 40-round Gorenko, but sometimes it's just not enough to kill 2 people. So we're going to go with the 9mm 64-round mag, which actually does have better TTK than the Gorenko. Next up for the ammunition, we're going to go with the hollow point. And then for the underbarrel, we're actually going to go with the SMLE grip, which is going to be right above right here, which is going to give us sprint to fire, hip fire accuracy, and also aim, walk, and movement speed. Trust me, this gun does not move at all. You get good movement and you get good TTK. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're moving on with another one of the fastest TTK loadouts, and as we all know, that's going to be the Type 100, and this is the loadout for you to use. For the muzzle, we're going to go with the recoil booster. For the barrel, we got to use the rapid one. That's the one that gives us even better TTK. For the optic, again, always personal preference, but I like running the Nader Model 47 on this one. For the stock, we're going to use the T100 all the way at the bottom, giving us horizontal and ADS speed. Perk number 1, we are going to go with sleight of hand. I did try vital, but I really didn't see that extra increase in TTK, so we're going to have to run sleight of hand because of the magazine that we are going to be using on this one. Perk number 2, we're going to run with quick to give us that better movement. For the rear grip, we're going to go with polymer, again, because we don't want this gun moving at all, so it's going to give us great recoil control. For the magazine, to get that fast TTK that we all want, you got to use the Russian short 36-round mag, and that's why we have to run sleight of hand, because 36 bullets is not that much. Ammunition, we're going to go with hollow point, and then for the underbarrel, we are going to go with the carver foregrip, getting us vertical recoil, but also hip fire accuracy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my top 100 loadout. Next up, we got another one at the top of the food chain, and that is going to be the Armager. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be your usual no recoil loadout. This is going to be one of the fastest TTK Armagers out there, putting to shame the Vanguard PPSH, the top 100. For the muzzle, we're going to go with the recoil booster. Next up for the barrel, this is where things get get interesting. We're going to use the Bodhi 315mm. For the optic, again, always personal preference, but for this one, I actually do like running the Slate reflector. For the stock, we're going to go with the TA skeletal, giving us that movement speed while we're aiming, and then also some initial fire and recoil control. Next up, for the perk number 1, we're going to go with hard scope, giving us that recoil control. Perk number 2, quick, for that movement. Next up, for the rear grip, we are going to use the groove grip, which is going to be all right here because it gives us movement, but also horizontal recoil control. Next up, for the magazine, this is also pretty important. You got to use the 8mm Kurtz 72 round mags, best in the business in the TTK department. Next up, for the ammunition, we are going to run with hollow point, and then for the underbarrel, we are going to run with the M19 hand stop because it does give us better recoil control while firing for horizontal shots. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an amazing Armager class setup. Kills insanely fast. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know which one of these was your favorite. Peace out, everybody. See you all in the next one.